Christos Nikou, his careers included Apples, and his new film is the Apple TV Plus film Fingernails. Christos, you have incredible leads here, Jesse Buckley and Riz Ahmed. They're two of my favorite actors, and I yet never seen them work in this tone or genre before, right? Like a romantic comedy, they're just both so great. But I guess for you, certainly they're great performers. But what made you realize, or how did you know they would be right for this type of tone and film?
I love both of them in whatever I have seen them before, and especially Jessie is always surprising me with what she's doing, but I have never seen her in something romantic. And at the same time, Marie is a chameleon, adapting from something dramatic like Sound of Metal to something comedic for Lions, but also we have never seen her in something romantic. So I don't know. I was hoping and I was having the instinct that the two of them will create this great chemistry together, and they will play. They will find this romantic piece that we needed, but at the same time with a little bit more quirky, more playful, like the whole movie, the way that it is, and with how we created the whole tone of the film. I mean,
do you think? I mean, because they're such good dramatic actors, was that like? Did it let you push even the material further, knowing how well they handle like? Like you said, like drama, and Riz is obviously, like you said, doing comedy as well. But like, does their skill as performers let you push what you had written, for the film even further, I guess?
No, actually, we thought we were very close to what we wrote, and the actors adapted completely to the tone. I call the tone of the film melancholic smile tone, and they adapted completely in that. They understood from the first moment. We were very lucky that. First of all, they're amazing humans, except amazing actors. And so they made my life easier and the life of the whole team. And also the way that they adapted to it, it was really impressive. From the first moment, you were feeling that they understood exactly what they have to do there.
Yeah. And their chemistry, like you said, is so great together. You have this film is like a very, a science fiction premise, very heightened, idea, but also very much feels like reality, right? Like it's told, like it could just feel like this is something that exists right now in the world, the era and the time we're living in. I guess, yeah. How did you approach making it feel as real as possible within the larger kind of like sci-fi trappings of the film?
I'm not a big fan of sci-fi films, and I'm not a big fan in general of genre films. I prefer when films can combine a lot of things, and I feel that. For me, Fingernails and the previous movie, Apples, that we made are both allegories, and they're allegories about life and allegories about our society. And in both ways, as we're trying to make, in both films, as we're trying to make comment for technology and how technology has changed the way that we experience things in our life, like memory or like love right now in Fingernails. We try to create something that looks a little bit more grounded and that takes place in the past, and we have kept in the whole movie only one technological device, which is the test machine, that everybody goes there to find an answer about their own emotions, as people are doing right now with the technology, and as they are looking all the time on a screen and they're trying to find the love through the screen, when I believe that love should go through eyes and not through screens. And it's fascinating. If you will think, I was reading a research recently that an average person is touching their screen with their finger and their nail probably 2,617 times per day, which is impressive.
Yeah. You mentioned like the setting and the fingernail machine. How did you kind of like land on how that would look and like how that technology would look? I guess like you're saying, like I thought that like the design of it is so cool, and like it does feel like old fashioned. Like it's like it feels like something foreign but old fashioned. I don't even know how to describe it. I just think it's like really cool in the way you execute how that looks. I just really like. So I guess like how did you kind of land on what it would look like?
With our production designers, Azu Myers, we discussed about it and about how we will create something that looks really grounded, that looks like the only technological device, but at the same time analog, and also to look a little bit like I don't know. It's like that you are going there. It's like a microwave, in a way, machine. It's like that you are going there to cook in order to find love, because sometimes you have to cook to find love. So we try to create everything that looks only one click, that you have to press one button, and then you are looking at a screen and you are waiting for a result. And it's about how everything in our life has become one click right now. And with one click, we can find something on internet, and then we're looking on a screen for this result. I feel that in a way, with the extensive use of technology, we're living a little bit the time of the fast food emotions, and that's what we're trying also to portray in the film.
Yeah, it's a great, you do a great job of it. I mentioned, like, we talked the test, the fingernails. I saw your film at Telluride, where I think it premiered at Telluride, and the audience, when you get to the scene where we're going to see the procedure, I was like, I never forget, the entire audience was like losing it, basically, right? Because it's like they didn't want to see what the fingernail and the whole test, and it was like a great, I just loved that whole experience. And I guess I want to ask you, like, how did you like construct how that would look, and like not pushing body horror too much, obviously, because it maybe wouldn't fit with the genre and the story you're telling, but also like going, making sure you're actually paying off like what the test should be. I just found the whole way you constructed that sequence incredibly well done. And I guess, like, if you could talk a little about it, I'd love to hear it, like how you kind of like modulate and made sure like got to what it is in the film.
We were trying to find the perfect balance on that, because for sure we shot more things. We didn't remove any real nail, but we shot more things. And but we were trying also to find the balance with the audience, and to make something that for sure they will make them feel a little bit uncomfortable in that time. For sure it will make them feel a little bit the pain of love. Because that's what we're trying to portray with this test. That's what we're trying to depict with this test. But at the same time, without making it a body horror film, because for sure it's a romantic movie, and we wanted to keep it there. So that was I mean that, yes, we shot everything, but we edited it in the right way in order to show what it was better for the film.
Yeah, it's pretty, I feel like, you got the audience when they're like that into, like they're wrapped into that. Like, it's like, oh man, like really, like you really are able to like play with them, like you said, and like not make it like body horror, but they're just like the expectations maybe are there that it's going to be. I don't know, I just found that sequence like so well done. It's like really good.
Very funny that in all the screenings that I attended, when they were realizing that we'll have a nail scene, you will feel the whole audience moving a little bit from their chair, a little bit. But it's funny because they were, I did some Q&As that they were asking me why we didn't show more. And I was like, you wanted more? And they were like, yeah, we wanted more to see the blood, to see everything. And I was like, okay. So, no. Yes, no, I agree.
I meant we were talking about Riz Ahmed and Jesse Buckley, the other major actor in the film. You have a great cast, but Jeremy Allen White playing, I would call like if in the old, like a Ralph Bellamy or like the Bill Pullman kind of like rom-com actor who's not necessarily the first choice, or he's also like, very nice. Like he's not a bad guy, right? You don't like establish him as like an evil foil in the film. And I guess like why, like, yeah, like I love Jeremy in the film. I think he's so great. What was it like? What did he bring to the character, and like kind of what was perfect for him for that role, I guess?
We tried to cast him in a way, because it was first we casted Jesse and Reese, and then we were looking for the third person. And I remember that our casting director suggested Jeremy. I never saw him before because I have never seen Shameless, and it was the time that it was the first season of Bear that it was just released. So I watched it, and immediately we talked and we agreed to do it together. And I think that he's a great actor. He's, first of all, the one-take actor. From the first take, everything is amazing with him. And I think that with him, we wanted to create something that doesn't make the decision for the audience or for Jesse very easy. Because if it was a very typical American film, probably it would have been, I don't know, Danny Trejo, who was always playing the bad guy in every movie. But of course, we didn't want to have that. We wanted to have something that looks much more like life. nobody's bad in this movie. Nobody's evil. Everybody's trying for their own things and for their own sanity in this crazy world. So that's what we try to show with the film, and I feel that it's much better to show it with an actor like Jeremy than to have somebody that it will be very easy for everybody to decide.
Yeah, I mean that definitely is what makes it, I think, so I really enjoyed that about your film, is that like it is like there are not a lot of easy answers. The questions you're asking, and even I won't spoil the ending, but like even stuff in the final act, I was constantly surprised at the directions you went or didn't go, and all these different things. I guess like how do you want the film to land for audiences, and like kind of like like what are you hoping that they'll take away from it, I guess?
Definitely, we are not trying to give answers about a lot of answers about love. We're trying more to question things about love, because first of all, I'm not the god to know everything about love. But at the same time, for sure, something that I learned throughout the whole movie, and something that we're trying to show in the film, is that love sometimes hurts, and also love is something that you need to work on it every day, and you cannot settle on it. And I think that that's what Jess is looking in the film, and her character. And I know that maybe some of the people from the audience will go about, but why she's trying to escape from a relationship that is very nice, like the relationship that she has with Jeremy. But the thing is that it's her decision, and for me, it's her movie, and it's about how a person, and especially a woman in US right now, can decide about herself and about her own emotions. And that's something that I hope that the audience will get from the end of the film.
Yeah, I think they will. It's a great film, Fingernails. You can watch it on Apple TV Plus. Christos Nikou, thank you so much.
Thank you.